Hey, it's Miss Johns. Welcome back to SketchUp for 3D design, and we're going to focus on the bedrooms. Bedrooms are pretty easy because in a new house, you would just have paint or wallpaper on the walls, a closet with a dowel, and that's pretty much it. So you don't expect anything else in a brand new house in the bedroom. So just make sure you've got flooring. In this case, I'm using carpet. If I zoom in, you can see it really is a digital image of carpet. And because our house is scaled correctly, the carpet looks it's to scale also. And so bedroom. Um, so the closet, what I want is a closet dowel. It's just a circle pulled across. Make the circle small. I don't have a specific size, but just small pulled across. And then a closet doesn't. I'm not going to require doors on them. They could have a variety of door styles for the closet, but I'm okay just leaving that open. And so that's one bedroom. There's two bedroom right here. So a different wallpaper, closet dowel, maybe a little bit too big on, it looks a little bit out of scale. And so that's the second bedroom. And then third bedroom is the master. And I have not done that one yet. So again, this is uh, let's see, what is that? It says water closet, or I should say walk-in closet. It looks like it says water closet. Master closet. I had to zoom out. That's the master closet. So master bedroom here. In order for me to get the floor to be a shape, I need to draw around the perimeter, the outside of, and it should, well, it just turned that solid, but it looks like I'm a little bit off over there. That's probably why it didn't do that. That's my mistake there. But once I do that, it should, So I've got a wall issue. So this is a good chance to see perhaps if you made any mistakes. Yeah, and mine doesn't move. So my goal is to make this floor a solid shape. And my technique is usually to go diagonal all the way across, because usually you'll at least get half of it to fill in. And that'll tell you, well, hey, maybe you have a problem on the other side. There we go. Got it fixed. And just that process usually fixes it. So it looks like I've got, I think that'll work. And if I want the same color in the walk-in closet, I'll just make all this floor one shape. Remember, everything in SketchUp is a shape. It's defined by shapes, but I'm going to leave this line here because that's keeps the tile in the bathroom. So now I get a chance to pick the carpet. So I think it's under flooring, carpet, fabrics, etc. And I can just choose a different, it doesn't matter. So, and then I may have to turn on, for this walk-in closet, I'll have to turn on the, turn on the X-ray mode so I can see just what's going on. This is a nice big closet, and I'm guessing just by looking at it. And I don't have to do it exactly the way. I'm not requiring you to do it exactly, but you need to have what you would expect when you walked in. So at least I need, this looks like it has like a built-in something. So I'll do my best to copy. Maybe that's like shoe storage, something like that. It's fairly fancy closet, and don't know what that is either, but I'll draw them at least. And then this looks like probably upper shelving. Let's turn that off and see. What I'm thinking that is, let's pull these up. And of course, we're going to want to, I have no idea. This might even be all the way up to the top, you know, you have a little bit of creative license here to do what you need to do. Sometimes it's not clear what exactly it is, but I'm kind of thinking these might be some kind of just extra storage. And if it was your closet, what would you put here? Um, and I'll get rid of that carpet texture on those, but I'm almost thinking those are, and I think this looks like a good little place to sit, put your shoes on. And that might be what that was too. But I'm thinking that would be probably a good place to put shoes, or maybe it's even a built-in dresser. So at the least, what I need from you is closet dowels, and let's just keep it simple. So I think I'm just going to put a small circle. Again, that might be too big. Small, very small circle, and pull that across. And of course, I'll paint that something different than wallpaper all the way across. And we'll paint that a brown wood color. So, and then there's really not much space over here, but maybe one over on this side right there. Again, small, pulled out, painted wood, painted wood, painted wood. There we go. Okay. And then I'll deal with this other stuff. I'll repaint those, but this is technically a closet. It is part of the bedroom, so when you're doing bedrooms, you have to do the closet as well, even if it's a walk-in closet. So I need to finish these. I'm just going to make this a seat, make this maybe a shelf. It'll look like a bookshelf, but it'd be a place for shoes. This may be a built-in dresser, is what I'm thinking. So that's what I'll do. So final bedrooms. So oh, not quite final. Final bedrooms should have um, wallpaper or coloring on the walls. And I've got some issues here that I'm going to have to clean up and fix. Don't forget, windowsills are typically also painted or have wallpaper on them as well. And then the door jambs, which is the insides right here of the both sides of the door. So, and then you'll have to decide what do you want to do with this. Typically, what you can see, let's see, this is carpet. What you can see, tile, carpet. On this side of the door would be also carpet, and then on that side would be whatever that room is. So every bedroom needs to have a painted or wallpapered wall, needs to have a door for privacy, flooring, and then a closet with dowels. That's minimum. That's what you need right there. So then just do the best you can to make it match the floor plan that you downloaded and are using. So there you have it for the bedrooms. See you next time. For now, Mr. Johns is out.